Hey, what's good with y'all, man? It's your boy K Dub. I'm coming to y'all with a quick video. Uh, as you guys can see, based on the title, man, we here to talk about Kyrie Irving. So this is just one thing I want to talk about, touch on. I've seen it a lot on the news, basketball news today, that Kyrie Irving has decided to, test the market, or because Kyrie and Brooklyn, I guess they might not agree on certain things, but we just don't know. I figured that Kyrie was going to test the market anyway, but from what I believe that the Nets will give Kyrie what he's asking for. And this is the reason why I believe that. The Nets, people keep looking at the last couple of years, and they consider that a failure, but it really hasn't been. Last year was bad, but even last year I wouldn't call it like a total failure. But we could go back to the year before that, when Kyrie, James Harden, and KD came together. Those guys, they were one toe on the line away from possibly winning the championship. Injuries happened to both Kyrie and James Harden. You know what I mean? Like, you can look at most teams, and you tell me if their second and third best players get hurt, what chance do they have to do anything? Okay, then last year, then we got COVID again. Still, they put the mandate in. Kyrie decides not to get vaccinated, and to some people, yeah, that's a big deal. Like, just get the vaccine and play. He decides not to get the vaccine, so yeah, that affected the season. James Harden ends up leaving. They get Ben Simmons back. But when the mandates get removed, they get Ben Simmons, who doesn't play. Okay, so people look at that. Again, that's possibly your third best player, a legit defender, not being there. So, okay, the Nets go in the playoffs. They get swept. They got swept, but the average of every game was like a 4-point game when you do the average. So that means it was a possession by possession. If you look at the team, I think they shot 50% from the field and 40% from three, and they got swept. That's ridiculous. So if you look at that, the offense wasn't the problem. It's the defense, and everybody knew that. And looking at the playoffs, yeah, you need big wings to win. Like, that's something everybody understands. That's the reason why Golden State been successful all through this season. They've had Steph, but all around Steph, it's been great big wings that can guard. You know what I mean? Boston, they got big wings that can guard. Miami got big wings that can guard. So okay, I've been hearing guys say that even Brooklyn right now, they just don't have the talent. But I disagree with that a lot, because last year, I understand defensively they didn't have the talent, but I think they had the offense. But of course, to win in the playoffs, you need defense. Next year, what they have coming back is Joe Harris. It's not like Joe Harris is a big time defender. It's but he's a big guard. Like, look at what's the guy from Miami that they had who played a lot of minutes for Duncan Robinson. I forget his name, but he's similar to Joe Harris. He might be a little bit more athletic, but similar to Joe Harris. They're about 6'6", 6'7", kind of bulky. You need guys like that just to give certain resistance. Then we have Ben Simmons, like one of the best defenders in the league. You know what I mean? So you mean to tell me you get those type of players? That's a pretty good team. And, people want to say that Brooklyn doesn't have the talent. Give me Kyrie, Joe Harris, KD, Ben Simmons, and whoever the five is. Tell me that's not one of the most talented teams in the league. Because you could go down other teams and, okay, you could come down to the Lakers. You got LeBron, KD, and Russ. Okay, like, I will say top heavy. I like Brooklyn's talent right there. Then you could go to the Clippers and you say you got Kawhi, PG, and Reggie Jackson. I mean, like, okay, I like top end. I like Brooklyn's Brooklyn's talent. So, you know what I mean? Like, I disagree that Brooklyn doesn't have the talent. I feel like Joe Harris coming back and Ben Simmons coming back, it puts him in a very good position to compete for a championship next year. Of course, they got to address some position. Like, and one thing that I noticed, everybody on the team, on the court, to win, they have to have a high basketball IQ. And I still believe that the Celtics had a better team, but, well, I don't know if you could say that because IQ is part of being good. So that's what I will say. The Celtics lack IQ. Like, Robert Williams is a great defender, just a few athleticism. But I feel like his IQ wasn't there because he gave up so many shots because he's sagging off shooters, they're setting screens, and they're coming up wide open. So that's what you need, and that's where Brooklyn doesn't have right now because Andre Drummond is not it. His IQ is not there, and I just don't feel like Claxton is ready. But I made this video to say this. The Nets should not panic and make a move that kills their franchise. I know Kyrie didn't play last year because of the COVID situation and the mandate. But I can understand also why they kind of don't want to pay because if we get in the same situation where the mandate is back and Kyrie can play, that's not good for the team either. But right now, as things are looking, the mandate is gone. COVID hasn't been an issue really. So I don't see that being another issue. So I would say you pay Kyrie, you come back to the table, try to make a little bit of moves, and you guys still have a chance to win a championship. But don't panic and make a trade that now KD is going to be unhappy and now this whole thing just fall apart. You know what I mean? So I just want to say, like, I'm seeing a lot of guys saying, "Oh yeah, Kyrie should get traded to the Lakers." Listen, in California, they had the same mandate for the vaccine. So if the same thing happens, well, it's the same situation. Like, I don't know why people think that's just a so much better situation. The only thing that was bad last year is Kyrie wasn't available. You know what I mean? Like, that was a big problem. It was because of the vaccine. So, yeah, like, to me, people saying he should go to LA because of that don't make sense. You know what I mean? Those are the guys that they just want to see LeBron back winning, which I understand. But, they just don't want LeBron playing with Russ again. But, nah, I think KD and Kyrie, they still haven't gotten that chance to really, really, really show why this team came together. Because the first year, of course, KD was out the whole year. The second year, this guy's having a great run. Injuries happen. Then last year was last year. So, that's why, like, people are judging KD's path. And it's like, yo, if anybody switched teams and his co-stars are hurt, not there, like, you can't judge him the same way and say, look, this guy's not getting it done. I just don't think that's fair. But I just wanted to come on here and talk about that. But I just feel like the Nets shouldn't panic and make a move that is going to kill their franchise. But I just think it's all smoke. And yeah, Kyrie was going to test out the free agency, but eventually he's going to sign with the Nets and they're going to pay him. So y'all let me know what y'all think. And if you're new here, man, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and stay tuned. It's your boy K-Dub, and I'm going to holla at y'all. Peace.